Okay, so here's your original paperwork from the vehicle. You can see, I guess the original vehicle price, sticker price was $53,870. There's your fuel economy information, which I found. I've never had it run as low as 18, but I'm not stop and go in a city for the most part. When I've done a lot of highway driving, it's averaged up there around 25, 26, and sometimes if I'm on the shorter highways, I've made a few trips where the top speed's about 65 and I do even better than that. And so anyway, that's your original sticker. It was sold as a certified pre-owned when it just had only 3,000 miles. I'll get the sticker from that. You can take a look at all that information. I've got all the original stuff, including if you ever have to get the car reset, there's the code for the radio. You know, you got all your manuals and everything that came with it here. It has the Sirius XM. It's got your quick start guide. You can go through there and it'll show you everything you need to know how to use the vehicle, and all the stuff is in there. It does look like it got a little water damage at some point there. The packet for the navigation, some consumer information. You know, these warranties are all outdated and expired, but I still have them. Same thing with the Acura certified warranty. Had apparently a low jack kit in it. I've never known. Didn't worry about that, but that stuff's in there too. When I got the vehicle, I bought it at an auction. Took it immediately to get inspected over at Acura. They were able to find some things that were showing up, and so they listed these things. Let's see, I'll show you this kind of carefully here. This was when I first went to visit them. Doesn't look like there was any kind of a charge at the initial visit. Let me just see. I think there was a pretty good information here. So it looks like they just did no charge, lube oil and service, transmission transfer case, and a flush brake and ABS system. They found codes in the CMBS control unit, found millimeter wave radar dirty unit in the front of the car. They just had to clean that, cleared the codes, and cleared all the codes out, did their inspection. They made a recommendation. Here's the one that I wanted to show you. So they were like, okay, here's the failures and different errors that they found. And they said, hey, come back and see us when you have time for us to work on it. And so we did. This was at the Pocatello, like within a month. I was in Pocatello. The TPMS light came back on. One of the sensors had gone bad. I bought a sensor, that's the tire pressure monitoring system. So that's just when I got the sensor. And we went back up to the Lyle Pearson place, had them do the full-on inspection. They checked everything. They did find that there was, they recommended resealing the oil pump and replacing the crankcase rear main seal. So that's the stuff I never did, which I think you probably would want to do, because that's the leak right there. Okay. Tires. This is the stuff that I was finding. They found a faulty right front TPMS sensor. Checked the windows. Wasn't opening at first. Did a multi-point inspection. So they did a number of things. And made a number of recommendations here. And let's see. That I did all of this stuff here, which was what? Replace the MPCS unit, retest the system. Okay, so got the door working, got another key here, replace the sensor there. So that is something that I covered there. This was the recommendation for them to replace that crankcase rear main seal, and I just said, nope, I'm not going to do that. I didn't have them reseal the oil pump. And then I did get new tires later on, obviously. They said you might want to reseal the power steering pump, which I did not do. And let's see, due for service, they just thought just do a regular service, which I didn't do at that time. And then there was replacing serpentine belt, which I did. And there was missing lug nuts, which we got those replaced. Okay. And so that was the work that was done at that time. And again, it was just that leak. There was a leak in the seepage, and they have some information in here. I've got all the information in here talking about it and what they would recommend. That was a quote, I think, on some tires. You can see why I didn't buy them. They wanted $1,000, and I passed on that. Buying them from the Acura dealer is not the, I don't know. I didn't find it to be the most efficient way to go. And then I started getting my oil. First, I got my oil and all my service done regularly at Grease Monkey over in Rupert. And so I've got all my receipts from that. And you can see I always use the full synthetic oil. Okay, I got that done there. There it is again, the full synthetic oil. And it's in March. This first one would have been what? January 2nd. The oil change, March. That's 3 years ago. And then in June, again, there's the premium oil. Had a rock chip that was repaired. So that was June. And then you can see this was tires to go. I got the new tires put in. That was in July. And got all the alignment done. You can see that before there was a bit of a problem. That's the before, and in the after, everything was corrected to green. And then let's see, this is getting my tires done again. This was at Wickle. I started going to Wickle, and this was a year ago. No, 2 years ago. Maybe, was that a tire? I'm not sure what that was. Probably just get it rotated and that kind of thing. Okay, now we got, then I started going to Wickle, and Wickle was using, the oil to change oil there. Let's see, in June of 2019, there was some noise that we were hearing, right? He removed and replaced the water pump, the timing belt, an idle pulley, and a tensioner pulley. And that was Mitch Clark that did that at Mitch's Repair. Then he also removed and replaced a motor mount for me. And then later, that belt tensioner assembly that he put in, it failed. And so he had to do that. But so that was, I think that one was one where it was covered no charge. And then you have more with Wickle here, more Wickle, April, last year. There's an alignment here at Wickle. And then you have more Wickle stuff here. And that was October. I don't know where my other one is, but I know I just recently was there like a month ago, so I'm not sure where that went. Okay, anyway, that's the people who've been taking care of it for me, so I've been taking care of it for the most part. I ignored, like I said, that leak, but all of that documentation is here. I've got my title here. It's free and clear. You can see that there's no lien, and it is not, it's not got any kind of a, I don't know. It's a clean title, I guess is what you call it. Anyway, that's there. So that is the details on the vehicle.